Ever pondered over the worth of time and the value of relationships in your life? This question may seem simple, yet it holds profound depths. It's a gateway to an exploration of understanding the true value of our relationships and the time we invest in them. We're setting sail on a journey today, a voyage through the sea of time and relationships. Now consider this, the time someone spends with you, the moments they carve out of their day to be in your company. This is the value they assign to you. It's a testament of their regard for you, a mirror reflecting their feelings. It's not about the grand gestures or expensive gifts, but the priceless commodity of time. In the coming scenes, we'll delve deeper into this concept, unraveling stories and insights that will help us better understand this intriguing correlation between time and relationships. So, let's embark on this journey of understanding the value of time and relationships. To illustrate this concept, consider the story of two friends, Tom and Jerry. They were the quintessential childhood buddies, inseparable, sharing dreams, adventures, and even their most cherished comic books. Their friendship was a beacon of companionship that many admired and envied. As the hands of time swept forward, they both found themselves in the throes of adulthood. Tom pursued a high-powered career in the city, always clocking in extra hours, always chasing the next big deal. His life became a whirlwind of meetings, calls, and paperwork. Jerry, on the other hand, chose a quieter path, finding contentment in the rhythms of a slower life, appreciating the beauty of the ordinary. Despite their divergent paths, the bond of their friendship remained. But as Tom's life got busier, he found less and less time for Jerry. Their regular catch-ups became sporadic, their long conversations dwindled into curt exchanges, and their shared adventures turned into distant memories. Jerry, who valued their friendship deeply, began to feel neglected. The once vibrant connection seemed to fade, lost in the shuffle of Tom's bustling schedule. The more Jerry reached out, the more he felt brushed aside. He felt like a bookmark in Tom's life, only remembered when needed, otherwise forgotten between the pages of other priorities. As the days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, Jerry began to feel undervalued. The time Tom once devoted to their friendship now seemed like a luxury he couldn't afford. Jerry questioned if the bond they shared was of any significance to Tom anymore. In the stark silence of their dwindling friendship, Jerry felt an aching void. He missed the camaraderie, the shared laughter, and the comforting presence of his friend. The absence of time spent together began to cast a shadow over their once vibrant friendship, and thus Jerry began to question the value of his friendship with Tom. One day, Jerry decided to confront Tom about his feelings. Gathering his courage, Jerry approached Tom, his voice shaking slightly as he began to express his feelings of being undervalued. He asked Tom why it seemed like he was always too busy for him, why it seemed like he was always the last priority. Tom, taken aback by Jerry's directness, took a moment to gather his thoughts before responding. He explained to Jerry that his hectic schedule often left him with little time to devote to leisure or socializing. He admitted that he often found himself caught up in a whirlwind of commitments and responsibilities that made it difficult for him to allocate time to his friends, including Jerry. However, Tom reassured Jerry, saying that the scarcity of their interactions was not a reflection of his feelings towards him. Tom expressed that he cherished their friendship greatly and wished he could dedicate more time to it. He explained that time, in his case, was not a measure of the value he assigned to Jerry, but rather a resource that he struggled to manage efficiently. Tom's words left Jerry deep in thought. He began to understand that sometimes people's actions are dictated not by their feelings towards others, but by the circumstances they find themselves in. He realized that the amount of time someone spends with you does not necessarily equate to how much they value you. This realization was a wake-up call for Jerry. He understood that it was wrong to measure the worth of his relationship with Tom based on the amount of time they spent together. He realized that the true value of their friendship lay in the mutual respect and understanding they shared, not in the hours they spent in each other's company. As Jerry mulled over this revelation, he found himself appreciating his friendship with Tom on a whole new level. He understood that he had been too focused on the quantity of their interactions, rather than the quality. This conversation led Jerry to a profound realization about the value of time and relationships. It was a moment of clarity, that would forever change Jerry's perspective on relationships and the precious commodity of time. Jerry understood that the time Tom found for him was the value he assigned to him. Now let's break down this idea further. Time, as we all know, is a non-renewable resource. Once spent, it's gone forever. So when someone dedicates a portion of their precious time to us, it's a clear demonstration of the value they place on the relationship. Let's consider the story of Tom and Jerry once more. Tom was a busy chap, juggling work, family, friends, and personal interests. Yet, he found time to hang out with Jerry, to listen to his problems, to share a laugh, and to create shared memories. This wasn't because he had ample time on his hands, but because he chose to allocate a chunk of his limited time to Jerry. In making time for Jerry, Tom was doing more than just spending time. He was investing it. He was signaling to Jerry that their relationship was important, that it was something he wanted to nurture and grow. The time Tom spent with Jerry was a tangible representation of the value he placed on their friendship. But remember, it's not always about quantity. Quality plays a crucial role too. Tom didn't just give Jerry time, he gave him quality time. He was present, engaged, and attentive. He wasn't scrolling through his phone or thinking about his next task. He was there in the moment, fully immersed in their interaction. This, in essence, is the true value of time spent. Now, what about Jerry? Well, Jerry also assigned value to Tom, but he expressed it differently. Jerry was always there, always available. His constant presence in Tom's life was his way of showing that he valued their friendship. In the end, the time we give to someone, whether it's a lot or a little, is a reflection of the value we assign to them. It's a testament of our priorities, our choices, and ultimately, our relationships. Jerry realized that though Tom was busy, the time he spent with him showed that he still valued their friendship. So, what can we learn from the story of Tom and Jerry? Well, for starters, it's not just about a cat chasing a mouse, but a tale symbolic of our own relationships. The story is a reflection of how we, as individuals, assign value to the people in our lives. It brings to light the importance of time, the most precious resource we possess, and how we choose to spend it. Time, as we all know, is irreplaceable. Once gone, it never comes back. And how we choose to spend it, who we choose to spend it with, speaks volumes about the value we assign to that person or relationship. It's a testament to the importance we place on them in our lives. Think about it. We all have 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, and 365 days in a year. But how we choose to allocate that time, how we choose to divide it among the various people and activities in our lives, that's where the real significance lies. The story of Tom and Jerry is a reminder of this. Despite their constant bickering and chasing, they always find time for each other. They assign value to their relationship, even if it's in the form of a playful chase. It's a testament to their bond, a bond that is strengthened by the time they spend together. This is a concept that extends beyond the realm of animated cats and mice. It applies to our relationships as well. The time someone finds for you, the time they choose to spend with you, that's the value they assign to you. It's an indicator of their respect for you, their care for you, and their love for you. So, consider the relationships in your life. Reflect on the time your loved ones spend with you. See it as an indicator of the value they assign to you. And cherish it. Cherish those moments. Cherish those people. Remember, the time someone finds for you is the value they assign to you. So cherish those who make time for you, for they truly value your presence in their lives.